every other platform on the planet. You can have a kick-ass Facebook page. Your Twitter can be on and popping. Your Pinterest, your Instagram, all of that can be slamming. But this one slide tells you why none of that matters. Because from a conversion standpoint, let me just stop right there. Raise your hand if you understand conversion. Okay, that's the majority of the room. From a conversion standpoint, no matter how much time you put into the other platforms, you can see LinkedIn crushes all of them combined. This is what I call the new 80-20 rule. The new 80-20 rule says that LinkedIn and its conversion rates are worth your time and energy when it comes to your overall social media strategy. And so I heard in our introductions a little while ago that some of you understand and you acknowledge it and you accept the fact that where you are currently with your LinkedIn presence is not where you want to be. And something in your mind told you that you need to do something about that, which is why you're here, okay? So throughout this discussion, and it is a discussion, by the way, I'll be presenting, but I want you to feel free to jump in, stop, and ask me questions along the way. And of course, we'll have time for more questions at the end, but feel free to really get involved and interrupt me whenever necessary. Yes?
Will these slides be available?
Absolutely. Yes, I will make sure that everyone in this room gets this deck. Thanks for that question. So, my job this evening is to help you understand some of the biggest mistakes that either you are making on LinkedIn or biggest mistakes that can be made, and these are things that will hold you back from building a solid LinkedIn presence. Okay, and let me just stop right there because I mentioned this word twice now and I just kind of flew past it. There is a difference between having a solid LinkedIn profile and a solid LinkedIn presence. Okay, let me explain that real quick. Your LinkedIn profile should be solid because that's the minimum expectation that the general public has of you. So when people call me and they say, oh my gosh, Tajuana, I spent all last night working on my LinkedIn profile. I'm like, okay, how's that working for you? And I'm laughing because first of all, you're not gonna knock out a profile in an evening.
Right.
Not if you're doing it strategically. Second of all, who cares that your kick-ass profile is now all together, right? Because that's the expectation. That's the ticket to the party. That is simply your admission to the dance. Meanwhile, everybody else is on the dance floor shaking and grooving and you're standing on the wall watching because all you have is a solid profile, but really what you need is a solid LinkedIn presence. Okay, now who needs me to repeat the difference between a LinkedIn profile and LinkedIn presence? That's good, you got it, okay. Meanwhile though, because we don't have time tonight to talk about your presence in its entirety, we are going to focus somewhat on your profile, and I've got some other things that will help you with your overall LinkedIn presence as well, okay? Because LinkedIn is massive, and when I say massive, I mean there are 500 million people across the world on LinkedIn. That means it's massive. Because it's massive, and because the minimum expectation is a solid profile on this platform, if you don't stand out on LinkedIn, I go so far as to tell people all the time, Ms. Donna can confirm this, I will tell you, delete your account. Just delete it. Just delete it. I know that's harsh, right? Yeah, it is. But what's harsher than what I just said is the feedback that I've heard people talk about when they see someone's profile that clearly did not invest time and energy into it. That feedback, those comments, the things that people say about you when they look at your profile, and they judge your professionalism, it is so damaging that you're better off just deleting your account until you can find the time to invest in this tool. That's how serious LinkedIn is, okay? And we'll talk more about that throughout. But ultimately, everything that we talk about and everything that I guide my clients through is designed to help them stand out on the platform. I want to know what she's listening to.
Oh my God.
I mean, I so want to know. Yeah. I mean, can we put that on speaker? I mean, she is killing it. And she don't even know about us. I love it. She doesn't. Well, that's beautiful though. I really want to know what she's listening to. All right, so my job tonight, give you 5 mistakes that people make on LinkedIn. And this is like David Letterman's countdown. So we're going to start with mistake number 5 and work our way down. One of the biggest mistakes you can be making today is to not be spending time building your LinkedIn presence. If you have invested time in your social media strategy and you've gone so far as to schedule your posts on Buffer for Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all those, if you're doing all that, then clearly social media to you is important. You understand the benefit of social media. But if LinkedIn is not part of that overall social media strategy you currently have a branding problem. Now, as a certified branding coach, I work with people on helping them understand why that is a problem and then how to fix it. Your brand is everything. And people know your brand before they even meet you. They see your brand before they even meet you. People shop online before they see you face to face. And so it is uber important that you invest time in not just your overall brand, but specifically your professional brand. And since LinkedIn is the one platform where we get to exude our professional brand, it makes sense that you gotta find time for it. Okay? This is not a platform to ignore, because this is the one that either brings you revenue or it stops revenue from hitting your door. Okay? Any questions before I move past ignoring LinkedIn and not being active? All right. Mistake number 4. Let's just have this conversation. Let's just get it all out. This will make or break you, right? In our culture as Americans, we are a visual people, are we not?
Yes.
Yes, we are visual. And some of you probably already know about the study that Princeton University did, where it says that when people see your picture online, this is different from meeting you in person, but when people see your picture online, within a nanosecond, they have judged you. They have judged your trustworthiness, and they have judged your competence in a nanosecond. How do you feel about that?
Sure.
It's true. It's true. Yes, ma'am.
My members and network and LinkedIn, they went up once I put my picture up. I'm not kidding.
They wouldn't know, is that what you said?
No. When I didn't have a picture, I mean, I had members in my network, but once I put my picture, they went up.
Yes. She's saying that when you attach your picture to a profile, your profile views do go up. LinkedIn says 14% higher. So for all of you that have no picture today, you just eliminated 14% of your opportunities just by not having a picture. But let's talk about what could be even more damaging than not having a picture. And I want to play a game. Y'all heard of the game, Who Would You Rather?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that game.
Yeah.
Okay, let's apply that to LinkedIn. These are people with their actual LinkedIn profile pictures.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. So not kidding. These are actual LinkedIn profile pictures. The set on the left, I don't know those people. The set on the right are all individuals within my LinkedIn network. I know these people. Okay. Let me just stop real quick. Give me feedback. What's the difference? What do you see? How are you judging Group A versus Group B? Your thoughts?
What kind of business is Group A in? I see kids, I see cars, I see a bride, I see.
And I would expect those photos to be on their Facebook page
Yeah,
versus their
yeah.
business page.
MySpace, not even Facebook, that's like
Right,
MySpace.
MySpace. Some of those
Way
definitely
back.
belong on MySpace. Some of them shouldn't even be on Facebook, right?
Way back.
Okay, so I heard two really important things. What kind of business are they in, right? This is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional networking platform. This is all business. If we're looking at that first set of pictures and we can't even identify what someone might do, you see why there's a branding problem for these individuals? Now, someone has argued the point with me, and I do mean argue. Someone has argued the point with me that this gentleman, oops, sorry, this is not my clicker, so I just clicked the wrong button. This gentleman right here, someone made the argument that that gentleman probably does something artistic and or creative for a living, so in that picture it's appropriate.
How do we know that though?
Who cares, is what my answer was. Who cares that he might do something creative and or artistic? There is never a time where a bathroom selfie is appropriate on LinkedIn.